This is Faith Break, a podcast about recognizing God moments in our everyday lives with hosts Karen Luke and Ann Gallagher. As we embark on 2026, Karen and Ann reflect on what new things we're hoping to grow in our lives this year, how we can nourish the seedlings God is calling us to care for, and make choices that help us grow into the people God created us to be.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Faith Break. I'm Ann Gallagher.
And I'm Karen Luke.
And we are here to help you find your God moments in your everyday life each week.
Yes.
And today, in this season of our podcast where we're talking all about the different seasons of life, in this wintry season, we will be talking about planting seeds, sprouting seeds.
Yes.
And this is because we haven't done a New Year's episode yet. And it's still January, so we're going to take the opportunity and reflect on our hopes and dreams for 2026 and what we want to be growing in our lives in this new year.
But a disclaimer.
Yes.
We are recording this
the week before Christmas.
a week and a half before. It's the week before Christmas.
So our brains are a little bit shot at this point.
My seeds may have been planted and grown, or they have been planted and have already died.
They've withered on the vine already.
Before we even get to actually when this pops up. So
I'm not the gardener in my family. Brian is the gardener.
Brian is
in our family. And we've gotten a lot more simple with the garden than we were when our kids were little. We had a garden at Brian's dad's house that was enormous. And he would, in the wintertime, like right about now, he would start in our basement the seedlings.
Oh, yeah.
Under the lights and everything. We haven't done that in many years. But that's why I kind of like the idea of doing a seed-focused episode in the middle of winter.
I love it.
Because even though there's snow on the ground and it's, Rochester in January, it's never too soon to think about
and
the
think
new
about,
life that comes in.
Think about all the seeds that were planted at Christmas Mass for the new year.
There you go. You go.
We're good. We're good. It's good.
Okay, Karen. So as we begin this new year of 2026, what things do you hope to grow in your life this year? Oh, wait, we didn't do God moments.
Oh,
okay.
We'll do God moments after, because I really need to tell you.
Okay.
I have one
seed
that I want to be planted into my head for this year.
Yes.
And it is a seed to say a holy no.
The holy no. We've been talking about this since
we have
Advent and Mary and all of that.
I am not good at saying no. And Jeremy calls me out on it all the time because then I'm not home or I'm running around and I don't see him until 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
And I am going to plant the seed of a holy no. And
so that you can say
yes to other
things. Holy
yes.
Yes. So that you can say a holy yes.
And to be patient and be okay and not feel guilty about my holy no.
So we're always on the same wavelength, Karen, but so I was thinking about this in light of another conversation we've had recently, which is I hope to plant the seed of responsiveness.
Ooh.
Not reactivity.
Okay, that's going to be my next conversation.
And it's tied with the holy yes and the holy no, because responding to God's call, we have a lot of themes happening this season.
Yeah.
Responding to God's call and the nudges and not just reacting to whatever the next emergency or urgent thing is.
Yep.
Is a way to make sure we're in a place where we can say a holy yes and a holy no.
Yeah.
Where we can listen and really be intentional about that. And like align our decisions with our purpose, right? Yeah. Last time we were just talking about mission.
It's so
all connected.
Hard. I mean, I want to, but it's hard. And you know why it's hard? It's hard because everybody that we are surrounded by have a different mission. And I think that that's where, even my family.
Mm-hmm.
So if my holy no is to open a holy yes to me, it might close
a door somewhere else.
A door for somebody else.
Right.
Right. So I think that that's where we have to have that respect for each other
mm-hmm.
and communicating what is important for us
mm-hmm.
to make it easier to do.
Yeah. And I think that's true in any, like in your marriage. Your marriage is your mission, right? As a spouse and a parent, that's your vocation, right? Our vocation as moms and wives. And we also have this other vocation in church ministry, right? And so, but in both of those roles, or in all of those roles, like we have an overarching mission that's like the trajectory of our life,
Mm-hmm.
but we have maybe daily or yearly or, seasonally, I'm talking about seasons in the broadest sense, missions that as a team who works together, we have to be on board with, or as a team in our marriage, we have to be on board with whatever the call is for that season of life. And I think communicating well with your teammates is going to be, whether it's your spouse or your coworkers, is just really important whenever you're trying to achieve a goal together or be present to a ministry or to a call or to a mission together.
I think I said I had one thing, but maybe I have two.
Mm-hmm.
And after you had mentioned yours, I think one of the other ones I need to realize is to not react and just listen. Like, I don't always have to respond or react to something. And many people I've worked with over the years have said that my face says it all.
You're not using words, but your face is saying a whole lot right now.
Yes, yes. And so I have realized this and the way that I react to certain things. And it brings for instance, I'm gonna give a shout out to Dan, our coworker, because the other day at our staff meeting,
you were across the table.
I was across the table from him, and he made a suggestion of something, and I was like, "That is the stupidest thing that I've ever heard."
Tell me how you really feel, Karen.
But I did tell him. Yeah. He didn't even get it out, and I was like, "No." And he was like taken aback by that, and after I was like, "Wow, funny. That was really passive aggressive. Like that was really."
That's just aggressive, not passive aggressive.
That's true. It was just aggressive. Okay.
It's better to be real aggressive than passive aggressive in my book.
Then I realized he didn't have his coffee in front of him and he was out brewing it.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's right.
I felt so bad because I just reacted. So I went and I got him his coffee, and it was in the middle of the meeting. People were still talking, and I quietly handed him his coffee, and I was like, "I'm really sorry." And it was one of those things, sometimes I don't even hear what people are saying because I'm thinking of how I want to respond.
I think that's an extrovert problem too.
Is it?
Yeah, because I have to catch myself.
And I was like, man, if I just, if I don't always feel the need to react and really listen, then it will be so much.
Part of what makes that hard, I think, is it requires a bit of distance or detachment, maybe, from whatever is going on in the immediate meeting or conversation or wherever you're at. You have to be able to take a step back and just to see the big picture and maybe come back at it when you've thought about it, so you're intentional about it. And that doesn't come.
Had someone done that to me, oh my gosh, I would have lost it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to our OCIC kids about morality and following Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
We had the cutest, awesome session with them.
Aww.
And we were doing a "What would Jesus do" game,
mm-hmm.
but I turned it into what would Karen do if it was their turn to like think of something? And I said, well, how would you have felt if this happened to you?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the moms that was there was like, I never thought about it that way. I just knew what I would do, but not had it been done to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm like, man, that was
Right.
bad.
No. Listen, we just all need to practice these things.
Practice.
Yeah. Okay. So responsiveness,
Yep.
holy
Holy
no's.
no's.
So holy yeses.
Yep.
So we can make a responsive yes.
Yep.
I'm going to propose something. Do you remember we were talking about words of the year
Yes.
in years past?
Oh my gosh, that's been forever.
I think, given the conversations we have been having over the past week, that maybe our word of the year is purpose.
Oh.
What's my purpose? What's our purpose? What's our mission? And are the decisions we're making and the actions we're taking in service of that purpose?
Put that on a t-shirt.
It might need a little editing.
Yeah.
This is the year we figure out our purpose. Maybe we're not going to finish it in a year. That's the problem with the word of the year, is that all these things take longer than a year to do. But this is feeling, it's feeling like a nudge right now to me.
Right, because, yeah. It's like sometimes my purpose is just to get through the day.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Right?
I know. And that's okay, too.
And sometimes my purpose is just to lay in bed
Yes.
and not do anything. But
Holy resting.
Holy resting.
That's a holy no.
Holy napping.
Yep.
Oh, my holy no. Yeah, I like the purpose idea. And it can go into like a lot of things. You know, we talked about earlier at some point about being loving in every action that you do. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
How hard it is?
I can't put love into doing laundry and washing dishes. I just can't. But maybe that's my purpose.
To do the laundry without being resentful.
Yes. I mean, it could happen.
Yeah.
It could. I don't know.
Well, yeah, you're making a good point, because I was thinking that the question for us is, are the seeds I'm tending and the things I'm putting my energy into nurturing and working with and growing and tending to, are they the ones God's calling me to nurture? Or are they ones that, I mean, like, somebody's got to do the laundry, right? So, I mean, not everything is about your grand purpose in life, right? But I think, I think it just bears repeating that maybe what we're spending all our time doing day to day isn't the real purpose. And maybe we get a little distracted by things that are on our list to do, and we don't stop and take the time to ask ourselves, is this really in line with the call, with the mission, with what God is dreaming for my life? Yeah. And maybe it's different. Maybe it's a call for you, but just not right now. Maybe right now your call is to focus on your family. Focus on your rest if you're getting burned out. Focus on, I don't know, a certain project in your creative work, ministry life, whatever it is. Because, we have that parable of the parable of the sower of the seeds. Yeah. And like the seed gets scattered everywhere, but it doesn't all flourish.
Right.
Only the seeds in the good soil can flourish and not get trampled underfoot or choked by weeds or fail to thrive.
Right.
So where are we creating that good soil in our life for the things that matter most?
Right. What are we holding on? Here's a bigger thing.
Yeah.
What are we holding on to that can be let go so we can
pruned away,
go on to other things? Like that saying, is it better to do 20 things crappily? Is crappily even a word? I don't know. Not so well.
It is now.
Or is it better to do 3 things and have the time to give your 100% to those things?
Right.
And I think that that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
With not only work, but at home and the kids are getting older. What are we holding on to?
Right. And that was one of my seeds I had noted that I wanted to spend time with because my oldest is graduating from high school this spring.
That's
and
only a couple months.
I know. Time is now, like, to make those family memories.
Yeah.
This is not a season that's going to pass this way again.
Right.
The time that we have with our kids in the house is getting shorter every year.
Yep.
And that just needs to be one of the seeds that I focus on in 2026. And yeah, I was also thinking, do you feel as we get older?
Yes. I mean, holy no.
I don't want to say I don't care.
Oh, that's
I care about everything.
Yes.
I care about it. I really do. And I probably care too much about what people think and what people say. But there's a part of me that I can feel getting stronger inside that is just like, I'm not spending my energy on it.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
It's almost always my monkey. But no, it's just like, this is, whatever's happening here is about this person or this situation or this thing, and I don't have to engage with that. Yeah. I can't wait to be a really old lady. I'm not going to care about anything.
I just want...
And I'm going to tell everybody all the things I don't care about anymore.
I just want my rocking chair on my porch.
Right.
And yell at everybody. No, I'm joking. I won't yell at everybody. But, yeah, actually, that happened to me the other day. My parents and my brother and sister and I are in a text thread. Mm-hmm. And there was something going on between my brother's coming into town, and my sister was hoping to have an extra night with them. Mm-hmm. And I think I could say this without getting anybody in trouble.
You're throwing your family under the bus.
But then
I won't tell anybody.
There was just like this banter back and forth of like, oh, we'll go to this bar, we'll watch the game. Oh, maybe we should do it another night. I literally started 7 messages.
And caught yourself
and
each
caught
time.
myself
Good
and
for
deleted
you.
them.
Look at you
and
go.
I'm looking at Jeremy and I was like, this has nothing to do with me.
Just let him hash it out.
If they want to, whatever. If I'm available, I'm available. If I'm not,
nice
I'm
job,
not.
Karen.
I was so proud of myself. Mm-hmm. So,
well, that was one of the things we were going to talk about. Is what practices and resources are we going to use to nourish the seeds we want to?
Yeah.
And I think for both of us, especially being like extroverted people that we are, for me, breathing, and I don't just mean like take breathing, like I mean like actually taking a breath before I say anything.
Or like Jeff told us, say a breath or do a breath before we say like an
Oh yeah. Just actually taking a breath.
Yeah.
To reboot, right? Mm-hmm. To make sure that
yeah.
So that's one thing I'm going to
in with the good, out with the bad. Hold it in for 5 seconds, let it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of scripture passages I found. This is a good one. 1 Corinthians 3:6-7. Don't.
I won't.
Don't.
I won't.
I planted, Apollos watered, but God caused the growth. Therefore, neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who causes the growth. So we don't have to really do anything. We can just sit back and let God grow the things in our lives.
As long as we get rid of some things.
Yeah, we still got to do the mowing and the pruning.
Yep. I love that.
And then John 12:24, amen, I say to you, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it remains just a grain of wheat. But if it dies, it produces much fruit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It has to die to become something else. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. What else you got?
So I was thinking of, because we've been in, reconciliation mode and things like that. I was like, we have this awesome examination of conscience to prepare ourselves for the sacrament of reconciliation and to receive that forgiveness. So I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool to come up with like an examination for the new year?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how do you eat? How
Add this to the list of great ideas we have. Tell Pam to make a note.
Maybe it'll get published. I don't know. Well, I can't, no, because I used AI and other references, so I can't really take full credit for it. But kind of came up with like a little examination of how to prepare what our goals are. So we want to reflect on the past year.
Yep.
What were your biggest accomplishments and moments of joy? What challenges did you face and what did they teach you? I love that, because you're not just complaining about everything, but you're like, how can we grow from it? How did I spend my time and did it align with my priorities and values?
Purpose, mission.
Yep. And what do I want more of or less of in the coming year? So that's reflecting on the past year. Then we move into defining our goal
for the
new year.
Coming year.
What do I really want to change in my life? And why is that important to me personally? If I could achieve one goal, what would it be and why does that matter so much? And what would my life be different? Or I'm sorry, how would my life be different? And how would it feel if these goals were achieved? So it's more than just saying, oh, I want to not eat sweets.
Yeah, we're not talking about those kinds of resolutions.
We're not talking about those
this
resolutions.
Year. This isn't the year for that.
No.
For me, I don't think. No, we're not doing that in 2026.
And then you have one last thing. You have to plan for the success of it. And that is the question, is my goal specific and measurable? So is it something that you can achieve? Because Lord knows that when we've made resolutions, I'm the worst at them. I make them so unrealistic that I lose it.
Yeah.
I lose interest in it. And then what is my why?
Purpose again. Mission again.
Yep. And is this goal achievable and realistic given my current life circumstance? And I like that because we're meeting ourselves where we are.
Right.
So I just wanted to throw that out there to think about it more as in...
We had all these quotes, Karen, come at us when we were at NCYC in November about the moment that we find ourselves in. This is, I mean, from what Pope Leo was saying to what the different speakers were saying, I just felt like what I took away, what the Holy Spirit said to me personally, and that was an affirmation that like we were made to be in this place, in this time, with these people, and we don't need to be afraid. Right. I got that Joan of Arc quote. I'm not afraid. I was born to do this. We were born to be here with the families we have, with the work we have in front of us.
Amen.
Like you were all born to be where you are.
Yep.
And God equips the called, right?
Yep.
He doesn't call the equipped. So did I say that right?
No, but that's okay.
Jeff, make me sound smart. He doesn't
God qualifies the
called.
called. He doesn't call the qualified.
Yeah, what she said.
Equipped and qualified are similar, I guess. See, we're really looking
and if
forward...
you feel like you're not in the place you were born to be,
what
then that's a nudge to go somewhere else. Maybe. I don't know. Or
Is that your nudge or God's
nudge? No, not
nudge?
my nudge. I like where I am.
No, what I'm saying is, like, if we don't like where we are, but maybe we're meant to be there.
Well, that's true. I've been through, I've certainly had moments and seasons in the past year that I was taking where I didn't want to go.
That's where reflection and prayer.
Discernment.
And coming to Mass and celebrating will help you center yourself to realize.
And sharing, like faith sharing in community. I know sometimes when I have even a decision to make about something at work, I'll be like, Karen, this is the situation and this is what I'm thinking about doing. And to have a spiritual friendships like that where you can, spiritual direction, bringing things to prayer, journaling about all those questions you just said. I mean, we'd have to sit down and journal for hours to get to the bottom of all of them, right?
Right.
So taking the space to really...
Yeah.
ask those questions and listen to where God's calling.
And we've talked about this before, and I probably sound like a broken record. I mean, it's been, 2 years, 3 years we've been doing the podcast. But if we really want to plant seeds, we do need to focus on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like when you're at the airline. If the plane goes down, you have to put your mask on first to be able to help other people. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where I'm at, too, is the holy no is so I can take care of myself to be a better Karen.
To have the energy to, to grow into the person God made you to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So this goes into my God moment.
Yes.
Let's
do God moments.
Yeah.
I think we're there.
So I had one, but I'm going to share another one because it popped in my head as we were talking about sprouting seeds. And we have another volunteer.
Who is it? Maybe, I don't know if you want to say it.
I'm not going to say it on
Tell me later.
on air. But at our reconciliation service, it was an aunt. You probably know. An aunt to one of the kids.
Cool.
And she came up to me and she says, I need to be with these kids. And I said,
love it.
Okay. And it was beautiful. Like she's just like, I don't care what needs to happen, but I'm going to start.
Talk about a holy yes. Huh?
Yeah. So I was really excited
Very cool.
about that because I think this person is going to be amazing.
That's awesome.
In whatever role we give her and she's in. But, it's been, I think I talked to her a couple years ago about helping. And
it just wasn't the right time.
It wasn't the right time. So now it is.
Hey.
So yay.
Awesome.
Planting seeds.
Cool.
What about your?
Oh, I had a cute little God moment earlier in the week. I was, I take my long walks on the canal when I have a day off, and I was doing that. It was a really cold day. And because I take walks at around the same time every week with my schedule, I tend to see the same people as I pass, either in my neighborhood or on the canal path where I walk. And I'm walking down the canal path, and I can see ahead of me there's a woman I kind of recognize, but I've never really talked to. And she's a much slower walker than I am. I get it all out when I walk. And so I'm walking up, and I'm like passing her on the left. And she looks at me and she smiles, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Jess." And she's like, "I see you walking. We live in the same neighborhood." She's like, "You live off of this road." And she's like, "I'm not going to keep you because I know you walk faster than I do." But I just wanted to say hi. And we talked about, this whole interaction was maybe a minute, but it was such a cool, neighborly thing. And yeah. So then we passed going the other way. And so just those moments. Yeah. There's a word for that in sociology, I think, for the people who, they're not your close circle and they're not even your acquaintances, but they're the people you come into sort of more casual contact with in your daily life, like the person who makes your coffee or the person who texts you, but that's a really important part of your social network or your web of relationships is the people who fill that little thing. So, hey.
That's awesome.
Maybe in 2026, I'll make more of an effort to not just smile and wave at the people I pass on my walks, but
at least
actually say hi.
At least you're not putting your head down and...
No, I had to take my earbuds out because I had my music going and everything. So anyway, that was my God moment for the week.
I love that. Planting seeds and making conscious resolutions for ourselves.
Purpose, mission, responsiveness, breathing, not reacting. We got a lot cut out for us. But
Pam, keep a list for us.
We got to get Pam on here.
Yeah, I'm going to go talk to her.
All right, everybody. Well, we hope that 2026 is a year filled with blessings for you as we are embarking on this new year. And good luck this week, these days, in discerning your purpose, planting those seeds. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thanks for taking a faith break with us today. Karen Luke and Ann Gallagher are lay ministers with the parishes of St. Catherine of Siena in Mendon, New York, and Church of the Transfiguration in Pittsford, New York. More about our parishes including weekly live-streamed Sunday Mass, can be found at stcath.org or transfigurationpittsford.org. Engineering today is by Jeff Beckett. Join us for new episodes of Faith Break each week in studio on YouTube or on your favorite audio podcast or music app.